business. The president says this year's summit is expected to be the most significant in the group's history.
These factors all position Africa as the next frontier of productivity and growth. The BRICS countries have an opportunity to contribute to and participate in Africa's growth story. This can be achieved through greater cooperation in areas such as infrastructure, agriculture, manufacturing, new energy, and the digital economy.
The summit has attracted more than 40 countries who seek to join the bloc and heightened debate on a BRICS Plus, which would include more nations. In other news, veteran broadcaster Derek Watts has been hailed as someone who had unwavering commitment to his work and remarkable determination in the face of challenges. The investigative journalist passed away earlier today following a battle with cancer. In a statement released this afternoon, broadcaster MultiChoice has extended its heartfelt condolences and deepest sympathies to his family, friends and loved ones. He was on carte blanche for more than 3 decades. His former colleague Devi Govender has shared some of her fondest memories of the iconic broadcaster.
I mean, this was the man that I'd grown up watching on television. He was one of the main reasons why I wanted to go into investigative journalism in the first place. And when you started working with him, suddenly he was your colleague and he made me feel like an equal, which looking back was a pretty big thing at the time.
A fine Wednesday in store for Gauteng tomorrow. Joburg dropping to an overnight low of 8 degrees, peaking at 27. Pretoria 12 and 29. Vereniging 5 and 27 as well. Lerato Hufler, Eyewitness News.
Eyewitness News on 947. For more, click ewn.co.za.
#MSW. You may begin to feel anxious or excited.
Honest, deliberate, engaging, uncensored.
High dosage administration can cause adverse reactions.
And most importantly, independent in mind and execution.
This is a normal response. Are you ready?
Marawa Sports Worldwide.
These officials are suspended for 16 weeks, but still there is a rehab. Isn't that a contradictory? Because you can't suspend somebody and then later talks about a rehab.
David, thank you so much. You're shaking your head.
No, I think David is misinformed and we need to correct him. At no point did I ever say the word suspension. So I think we need to let him come into our rehabilitation program as well.
In terms of VAR, Mr. Marawa, I still doubt that it will solve our problem in terms of refereeing, Mr. Marawa. They will judge according to what is their views. I don't see it as a solution, Mr. Marawa.
No, man, now I'm still not happy about the referees, So the way these guys are officiating, I'm not happy. Yesterday I saw something like a penalty.
Yeah, honest WhatsApp voice notes right here on #MSW Marawa Sports Worldwide. It is SAFA's Referees Committee Chairperson, that's Victor Gomes here in studio.
Again, did it affect the outcome of the game?
Possibly, because the penalty could have been converted.
But who was the penalty for?
Yeah.
Okay, so what was the outcome of the game?
Could have been, what was the time?
Could have been, should have been, we will sit here all day, yeah. So we're looking for the serious errors of judgment that affect the outcome of the game. That's what we want to reduce.
Robert Marawa, live on 947. Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Sowetan Live. #MSW.
If you're not too sure, it's exactly 17 days to go before the Rugby World Cup happening all the way in France. Have you booked? Have you got your tickets? Is that going to be happening live? You're going to be watching on television. What are your plans there for the Rugby World Cup? Exciting. Looking forward to it. Exactly, as I say, 17 days to go. What about the FIBA Basketball World Cup? That's happening in exactly 20? No, of course not. Can't be 20 days. I've been telling you, we're down to single figures now. Just 3 days left. Great showpiece. Looking forward to it. 44 days to go before the Cricket World Cup. Also believe that as we speak, there is an important announcement on the cricket front that has to do with the women's cricket here in South Africa. But maybe we'll have a spillover of that news later on, or else we will have it covered right here on #MSW tomorrow. But tonight, as advertised on our social media platforms, the rockets are shooting up, certainly. I mean, no stranger to giant killing. Tears Galaxy have done it once again. I mean, over the weekend, they did upset the mighty Amakhosi. 3 games into the new campaign, they've also amassed, 7 points? 7 points, 2 wins and a draw, which sees them on third spot. What more can we expect? What more can we expect from the Mpumalanga-based outfit this season? The head coach is here to chat to us, tell us all about their plans and the kind of start that they've had to the season. Sead Ramovic is here. Good evening, sir. Good to see you. Welcome.
Thank you, Sani Bonani, Nonke, to everyone and to your listeners. It's always a pleasure to be a part of your show.
Sawubona nawe, coach. Good to see you, man. I'm glad that the Zulu hasn't slipped up. Eh? Still as strong as ever.
Trying the best.
You know what they say about effort? It will take you far. And your effort in terms of just learning languages and being the linguistic genius that you are will take you far. So thank you for putting in the effort.
Thank you.
The season that was, and we got to look at it different ways. Would say, yes, they missed out on the top 8 place. Yes, they didn't score as many goals as they should. Defensively, they were great. But how would the coach himself, Mr. Ramovic, describe that past season?
Let me start on the start when I came to this beautiful country, South Africa. It was that when I arrived, we had around 36 players. And they had only 2 points after 6 games. So all in all, of course, it's not a great start. And you have to do a lot of things to change that boat that actually sinks. That you try to save that thing will be everything done. It was not easy because a squad of 36 players, in my view, it's too big because the atmosphere is also important in the group. So all in all, we had to get 14 players out, that we only have 24 players. And this is how I like to work with, because then you can actually improve a lot of players. Because when you train in your training sessions 10 against 10 or actually 11 against 11, then everybody can get the maximum trainings time and they can improve. So it means when you look now after 1.5 years, actually now it's soon 2 years that I'm in this league and that I'm the head coach for this beautiful club, TS Galaxy, we improved a lot. The interesting thing that no one talks actually so much. So now it's time that we put the facts on the table. It means, okay, Melusi was number 4. Given was not even in the 18 squad. Aubas did not play so much and not so well. Tseho did not play. Mlu did not play. Marks Munyai did not play. It was other players that played more. So we changed it. Because why? Because I tried to just to put the 11 out when I see the hard work, the right attitude, the right lifestyle, and who shows me every day that he wants to be in the 11, he will get a chance. So now, after 1.5 years, we sold 7 players. It means given to one of the best clubs in this league.
Kaizer Chiefs, yeah.
Aubas to one of the best, maybe the benchmark in this league.
Correct.
Sundowns.
Yeah.
Melusi also to one of the great, beautiful clubs, Orlando, right? Tseho, Cape Town, also a top club. Traore, he is now in the Turkish Super League, in the highest league. Teto in Scotland. So it means after 1.5 years, all of them improved so much that the best clubs in this league come and buy from us, players, because they also want to win trophies. And 3 of them are national players now. And now the great thing, what I got to hear today, that Mlu is the next one that got a call up for the national team. It means now, in 1.5 years, or actually 2 years now, 4 players got a national call up. I really have to say thank you to all my staff, to Greg, to Book, to my 2 assistant coaches that also have the highest education. And this is where we start to talk about highest education. I played in one of the best leagues in the world. I had one of the best coaches in the world. I saw a lot. And this is where I can really be proud about it. And now we got a lot of young players in. Mike, Sebelebele, then Radebe, Lebone, Tabang now from Kasrik, Bradley, Moyene also from Kasrik, Rakvena from NFT. And we still manage to play, in my view, beautiful football that we showed now against Chiefs. I think that we deserved the victory, and we still get the points. So all in all, I think that it's a very, very tough league, and you have to be 24 hours for the team there. The coaching staff has to do a great job to improve every player. And this is, like I always said, our training philosophy, training methods, the honestly to the players is so important because they have to know what they should improve. And this is where we try to do actually the great job. And my thinking, my view is, if you want to coach at the excellent level, if you want to do something excellent, you have to be excellent actually all the time. So you cannot just come up on Monday and Tuesday and be excellent then, because you gotta be excellent across the board. So you have to really, really build your habits.
Including you.
Including me. I always say, every time if I talk about my team, I always include myself also, because we are a team. I can't do it actually alone, because if a player don't want to come up, I don't have a chance as a coach. So the player has to know, do you want to have success? Yes. Then you have to pay the price. So it means price what? Price, commitment, attitude, dedication, hard work, lifestyle, and so on. So it's not just to come and have fun. It's not fun. It's hard work in every stage.
And I appreciate that, because in giving you the time to lay out exactly what you as a coach are all about opens up so many different aspects of what I also wanted to chat to you about. I'll get to the part about coaches and qualification, and I know how strongly you feel about that, because you feel that there shouldn't be coaches in the Premier Soccer League that don't have the requisite qualifications to sit on that bench. But I'll park that for a little bit later. Let me get to the number of players in a squad. So having to condense a team that was so big, and if I'm not mistaken, the last count, you were sitting on about 24 players. Is that a number that you intend to have? You're going to keep that number, or are you still 1 or 2 players short to get to the desired number?
Look, the question is, are we playing at the CAF? No. Are we playing somewhere else where we need a lot of players? Because, of course, some of the players, they get injured, and if you want to play at the CAF, you need 24 really, really top high-class players, because if somebody are injured, that the other one can jump in and show the same quality. Or if somebody get substitute in the 60 minute, and the other one can bring the same energy and the same quality. But we try, actually, that's why we have a squad from 24, and we record every training session. We make analysis after everyone. We just try every player to improve every player. Every player in our squad is our goal. If he comes in, that he is exactly can put the same quality what the guy did before him. And if we can do it, then it's of course a bigger chance that we win games, because my philosophy of the game is a hard rock and roll. It means intense, aggressive, compact, not stretched out. Everybody should know what they should do on the field, the right attitude, and it means then great counter-attacks or great pressing that you can, after a few seconds, come to the finish. Yes, we know that we have to be better at the finishing, but this is also where we work still, and we will continue to work hard on it, because we have to score more goals. Yes, but I always say, if you defend well, you attack better.
We'll find out if that philosophy will work long term. Like you say, your goals are different this season. I'll talk about the improvements as well that you made from the last season. You talk about analysis, and it leads me, just before we take a break, to my next point. Obviously, we observe, we watch. So we see what's on the bench, and I'm seeing a technical team that comes through looking like, they're going to the stock exchange, dressed up. There's been a change in approach. Red ties, the light blue suits, etc., etc. But it's also an expanded technical team that you do have. What are you investing on, Coach? What are you investing on in that team? Is it more video technology? Is it more the analysis of the opposition? What is it that you are investing? What are we seeing on that bench? I mean, you guys look like you won the World Cup, and justifiably so. You're playing against top opposition, a packed stadium. You probably have the less of the fans, and that is why you deserve that celebration. But my focus is, what are you investing on as far as the technical team is concerned?
Look, if we don't win, or if we won something, it's not the point there why we do it. We want to look what we actually represent. It means if my two assistant coaches have also the highest education, and they also did it because they want to improve. So why not improve in every stage? Also in the dressing code, also in other things. Because it's my view. You as a head coach, you cannot be in a tracksuit. It's my view. It's my thinking about it, because you represent yourself, you represent the club, you represent the team, you represent a lot. So it means that if you work hard for yourself, why you should not also be in this level to be on the highest what you can do? If you are with your jeans or with your shirt, it's fine. But tracksuit, it's not my way. So, and then, of course, my assistant coaches with Greg, with Adnan, with Mustafa, with Book as analyst, they try every day their best. So why they should not also be also in this stage on the best? Because they also represent everything what I do. So we are a team, and why not?
Talk about why not. I look at that game from the weekend, because it's one that was probably watched by a lot of people. I'll use some of the analysis that you talk about to say, prior to the game, what were some of the weak points? So the game is done, so we can engage in this openly. What are some of the weak points that you would have noticed were there to exploit at Kaizer Chiefs? That obviously on the day, not only did you win the game, you got the man of the match, and we look at some of the stats and figures of what went down there. But it's a broader conversation that we're having with Sead Ramovic, the head coach of TS Galaxy. Be a part of it. If you want, switch on to the YouTube channel. We are live there. Drop your comments.
Marawa Sports Worldwide Live. In 3, 2, 1. On 947, Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live. #MSW.
SME owners wear many hats. Head of operations, sales exec, even chief financial officer. Well, now you can wear one less hat with a Lula Business Bank account. It comes with an AI-driven cash flow manager that will track and analyze your cash flow, providing you with smart alerts, insights, and forecasting to make better financial decisions in real time. It's like a CFO inside your bank account. So bank smart. Visit lula.co.za and make cash flow. powered by Access Bank.
Hollywood Bets is giving you an opportunity to win one of 5 luxury trips to Bali. Bet 10 Rand or more on JetX for a chance to win an incredible trip or a share of 150,000 Rand. Hollywood Bets. Why fly when you can jet off? T's and C's apply. Hollywood Sportsbook is a licensed betting operator. Hollywood Bet supports responsible gambling. No persons under the age of 18 years are permitted to gamble. Winners know when to stop. South African Responsible Gambling Foundation toll-free counselling line 0800 006 008 or WhatsApp help to 076 675 0710.
Hey Sam, I'm gonna need you to work this Saturday. What? I mean the Detlers account, you know it's very important. Nope. To be in the office, man. I mean deadlines are just big. I need you to do it, please, man.
Liverpool. Get all the football without the drama. No dish, no decoder, no installation drama. Just every Premier League football match on DStv. Streaming in under 5 minutes.
Anywhere! But we really need to...
Sign up at dstv.com.
Brothers.
Brother man.
Yeah, it's mid-month and Upe wants to hang.
Quality time.
But what do you do when you are broke?
No randelas.
Well, movies cost more than you have now.
Expensive popcorns.
The only shopping you can do is window shopping.
Month and dreams.
Then Upe says, let's stay home and watch movies.
Free movies.
It's a small pleasure, like catching a King value meal.
Too nice.
From a very small $39.90.
Only at Burger King.
Before you sell your car, be really sure. Before you screaming, be really sure. Before you see them rolling and it feels like your car's been stolen. Before you sell your car, be really sure. Make sure you get the best deal when selling your car. Go to willy.co.za. SA's most trusted place to get a second offer.
Hola Shapuzet Gauteng runners. Join me, Kabelo, at the Sanlam Cape Town Marathon. Sanlam has partnered with FlySafair and you could win a free return flight from Jozi to Cape Town. 100 lucky winners will be jetting off with me to the mother city. Visit sanlam.co.za and search Cape Town Marathon. T's and C's apply. Competition runs until end of August. Join me and let's unite as African champs. See you there. Sanlam, live with confidence.
Sanlam Limited is a licensed controlling company of the Sanlam Limited Insurance Group.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
This bloody league is tough. Something that you end up switching off the TV, clear my goalkeeper, and the linesman gives a goal.
It is SAFA's Referees Committee Chairperson, and that's Victor Gomes here in studio.
These errors of judgment will always happen. I always say it's like making a soup. If we keep putting the same ingredients in and expecting a different flavor, then we are crazy.
Yeah. I think we need to go back and say, how do we identify these referees?
How do you answer that, Vic?
Can't keep hammering on the negatives. Look at how well our officials have been doing. If we're always going to look at the glass half full, it will never be half empty.
#MSW. #MSW.
You know, it just forces me to jump straight into the topic about referees and analysis on television. And what you've just heard now, I mean, it's like making soup. Coach, what do you make of it? Because your team has also been under scrutiny and analysis. We watch television, we see what happens there.
What you would like to, or what you saw?
I saw that you should have had a penalty.
Absolutely right.
I saw a handball.
Absolutely. So, but you know what I picked up? The last season, we probably lost 10 points because of poor refereeing, and it started, or actually, it just continued now again because this was a clear penalty. It should be. My belief is that the referees that we have, 20%, 40%, they are good. The rest, they have to improve. They have to come to the better level. But these situations, what happened yesterday, this is clear. The referee is 15 meters in front, or actually behind it. Yes.
Yeah.
And the assistant they can see like in front of him. So then, of course, you ask yourself, how is this possible that a referee cannot see these kind of things? Or does he don't want to see it? So now it's the question that I don't know. And I don't want to go deeper because, yes, now we won the game. But what will happen if we didn't win the game and we lose now? The thing is, because it's also important to score the goal in the early stage of the game, because this can change the whole momentum of us. So we can, it's a different tactic game what you can then play. So all in all, I think what you also saw Solos against Sekukune.
Yeah.
So if this referee that of course also made a huge mistake and he got punished, what will happen now with the referee from our game? Why nobody talks now? Okay, this is also a huge mistake that could cost us points. So all in all, I think if me as a coach, if I tell every day myself I have to improve, why should not also the referees get to the higher standard and believe that they can also improve? But I also have to say they need help. So it means they have to get educated. They have to get a lot of help to do something else. I don't know. Or just try that. We have to solve this problem. How? Maybe VAR.
But VAR hasn't really worked.
Yes.
I mean, in certain parts of the world, including England. But we were chatting to the chairperson of the SAFA Referees Committee yesterday. And talking about that incident, he says, and he admits, should have been a penalty. But he says, did it affect the outcome of the game? I said, no, it didn't. But does it have to affect the outcome? Because a punishment should be a punishment. If you go through a red traffic light, it should be punished. It's not, did you go through it and crash a car?
Absolutely.
No. You got to apply the laws the way that they should. And if you go to VAR, and then what? And for how long? Are we ready? We're not professional as well, like we said.
But we should start someday.
No,
to put it on a higher level. Why? Because I think this country, like I always said, you have so much potential, so much fantastic players. You have so much good coaches. They just need help to get the education, but they need the spot where they can go to educate themselves also. So all in all, I believe that this league, this country can be a high quality, but they need help. We have to improve in every stage. Actually.
So when you watch TV, do you think that how football is analyzed in this country helps the situation?
Let me put it on this way. Let's take the best leagues in the world and the analysts there. Let's talk about, I know Germany because I'm from there, but also I watch England. So which analysts are in England is who?
You from Gary Lineker?
Yes. Who else? The Roy Keane.
Yeah, I mean, he's honest. I love the work that he does.
But all of the analysts there, they have the highest education license as a coach. All of them. Everybody that you can see there, they have the highest education as a coach. The UEFA Pro. Germany also, highest education, can go and analyze. Why? Because there is a bigger chance that you can hear something what you can learn. What for education we have here, what the analysts have here. Maybe see?
Or they just former players.
Or just former players. Maybe somebody get free tickets from other clubs and now they talk about Orlando, like the best example, this guy from Orlando that also, I think he played only 4 games. Every time when it comes to Orlando, he talks as an analyst, top. The best. So I don't want to think about what will happen if Orlando beat yesterday Chiefs, how he would talk. But yesterday when we beat Chiefs, how he was talking, he was making jokes, he didn't care so much. He talked more about Chiefs, more about the things. But the day before, actually, he did the tactical things. Then you can see that he didn't follow actually so much our game, because he put Marks Manyai on the left back, but he never played on the left back. He put Spive on the right winger. He never played. So it's just what I can see. I think this country has a lot of great coaches that they can go and be the analyst, because this will also improve. People will know more about the game strategy, the everything. But it's not my problem. I just think you can improve there also.
No, but I mean, it's great to get that input, because nobody has looked at it and publicly said it the way that you're saying it today. I mean, I remember a great colleague of mine, he's now in Scotland, Dwayne DeLocke, he's a commentator. Obviously, you would also do analysis. And Dwayne not only went for his coaching badges, he also did his bit as far as refereeing is concerned. So he's gone and studied as if he's going to be a referee. So that when he does commentate and an incident comes up, he's up to date with what IFAB have done. So obviously, whatever happens within FIFA and the amount of knowledge that comes through, he's got it firsthand, because he keeps in touch with the modern changes of the laws of the game, for example. So when he commentates, he knows exactly what he's talking about. So even from a coaching perspective, he knows exactly what he's talking about. And that's why I'm saying that it's good to get that information from you, because it helps. Talking about qualification, do you believe that South Africa harbors too many coaches that should be nowhere near the bench at a professional league?
If you talk now about the standard, do you think a coach should be in the highest league where they should improve players, where they should improve their game? Because if you can't improve, what's the point to be the coach? So do you think a coach can just come, that he never have any education, he can be a proper coach in what? So just, it's a question. It's just a question. Yes, in Europe, I just talk what I know.
Yeah.
You cannot be a head coach if you don't have the UEFA Pro license. It's impossible.
Yeah.
You can only be assistant coach if you have the UEFA A. So for my side, why the league here in South Africa cannot also put a standard, nobody can be the head coach if you don't have the CAF Pro. But you have to then, but SAFA probably, they have to give the coaches a chance that they can educate and get this CAF Pro. So it has to be both ways, because I can see that here in South Africa, they have a lot of great coaches that try to educate themselves and try to get better and everything. I never said that I'm the best coach, far away. I'm a coach that I try to improve every day. And I'm sure in this league have a lot of great coaches also. One example, Rulani. He works 24 hours. When I see the game or his team, how they play, it's just great. If they lose the ball, what they do then? Are they compact or stretched out? How are they the intelligence? Like example, in one match, one player has the ball. What do you think? How many minutes one player has during the whole game the ball on his feet?
Seconds. At Sundowns, because of their ball rotation. And
yes, but how many minutes? So a player,
in total?
Yes, in total, one player.
I don't know.
I can tell you.
Yeah.
And from 2 until 3 minutes, a player has the ball on their feet. So now the question is, what the players do the other 87 minutes. So it means football is a brain game, in my view.
Yeah.
Because you should know where to run, when to cover, when to press, when to move, and how to move. So it's a lot of things. Anticipation, read the game, decision making, tactically understanding, problem solving, emotional intelligence, to handle the pressure, all the kind of things. But how you want as a coach, you have also the pre-season, the periodization to make your team fit, not too much because they can get injured, all the things. So
you
have
to peak too soon.
Exactly. So it means it's a complexity and it's a hard work. You have to do analysis. You analyze the opponent, your team, improve your players, improve your game, improve yourself. So it's a lot of improving. And it's also improving, in my view, if you educate yourself.
Yeah.
You also improve. So if a coach thinks he can come as from a player straight to be a coach, how?
It's not going to work.
I never saw it.
Tell me then your qualifications, coach. Share them with us. What do you have?
I have the highest education. It means, okay, you don't just apply and you go and do the things. No. It doesn't work like this. Example, I will go how I did it or how actually the work is done in Europe. You need to go to the to apply for the UEFA B.
Yeah.
After that, if you they only take 25 people.
Mm-hmm.
Then after 1 year, you have to work somewhere. Then you can apply the UEFA A.
Yeah.
But they only take 20. So probably coaches apply around 100 and they only take 20. So if you get into the spot and you have the UEFA, then you have to work for 2 years somewhere to be a coach.
Mm-hmm.
After that, you can apply. So when I applied to get the spot in the UEFA Pro license, they applied over 400 top coaches.
Mm.
And how they select them, it's easy to explain because they call you for an interview. Then they ask you, if you are a coach for this and this club and you play in a formation 4-4-2 and the opponent plays in 4-3-3 and you struggle, you are on the one, what you do, how you play. And then you have to explain them how you play. Okay, show me on the board how you will prepare your team the whole week. Then you have to explain, okay, now we go on the field. We have under 15 teams that you have to show them how you train, how you do your things, how you do your analyze. Okay, after that, they will let you know, okay, we will let you know if you're in the spot. And if you're in the spot, and they only take 20 people in after every 2 years. And I was the lucky one because I always said that they took me, it just got the side because it was unbelievable, fantastic coaches that could easily...
But difficult though.
Yes, but they could also get the job, the spot, but I am inside.
Yeah.
So then, of course, I'm proud about myself because it's not easy. But this doesn't help me if I stop now to work hard on myself. This will not help me to win anything if I don't improve every day in every stage in this league, because it's a complexity, it's a tough job, it's not an easy job. You have to improve every day, and maybe one day, and this is my goal, of course, it should be my goal, that I want to win the league. I want to win something, but I know it's a hard way, because if you win something, or example, like I always say to my players, if you win now a game, your mind is the biggest enemy then for yourself. Why? Because your mind tells you to take it easy now. Because you won, you are now on the top, everybody call you now, fantastic, you won against Chiefs, everything beautiful, great, and everybody comes and salute you. So your mind can make yourself weak, that you don't train more that hard like you trained before, what brought you up to win the game or something.
And Chiefs are still 3 points. It's not 6 or 9
exactly.
or whatever points.
Exactly.
But
so
just
it's
quickly,
a
Coach, quickly, I just need to know, though, so we can lay this to rest. I see you got so many voice notes I got to play for you after the break. So your qualifications in a UEFA?
Yes, UEFA Pro license.
UEFA Pro license.
Yes.
All right,
yes,
covered.
Sir.
All right, we'll be back with more.
Marawa Sports Worldwide Live.
In 3, 2, 1.
On 947, Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live.
#MSW. Load shedding is a controlled way to balance the supply and demand of electricity on the power grid and to prevent a blackout. Eskom and government are working hard to solve the energy crisis and improve power generation capacity. If we all switch off and use as little as possible, we could help reduce load shedding stages. Let's work together by switching off to reduce load shedding.
Have you seen our upgraded currency with enhanced security features? Identifying a genuine banknote is easy. Just look, feel and tilt. Hold the banknote against the light and look for the Big 5 watermark unique to each denomination. Feel the race print on Madiba's portrait and tilt to see the security thread change color. For more, download the SA Reserve Bank Currency app and spend your money with confidence. Our money, our pride. SA Reserve Bank, connecting us.
Let's be honest, we all need a break. A moment to escape the grind and just take it easy, to shrug off what's on the news and enjoy chilled views. With Suzuki, everything is made easy. Affordability, made easy. Our range of vehicles offer you quality and value without knocking your budget. Fuel efficiency, made easy. Enjoy longer journeys and fewer trips to the pump. And when it comes to fun and adventure, Suzuki makes it easy. Experience the thrill of the open road. Make the easy choice and have it all with Suzuki. Visit suzukiauto.co.za to view our deals.
Say goodbye to flat and boring. Say hello to Y2 Cool and Samsung Galaxy Flip Town. Become Tebe Magugu's muse and get your very own Tebe creation. Glam it up and show off your fashion riz in our light booth. We know there's no one like you, and there's nothing like the Galaxy Z Flip 5. Come and experience Flip Town at the Zone Rosebank from the 18th to the 30th of August. And join the flip side. T's and C's apply.
Price Busters is now on at House & Home. Find a lower price anywhere else and we'll beat it. Like a Sony PS5 console and controller, now only 11,399. Save a massive 1,900 Rand. And a 301-litre LG Silver Combi fridge freezer with water dispenser, just 10,999. Save 1,000 Rand. Put our unbeatable prices to the test. Deals valid until 29 August. Only at House & Home. T's and C's apply.
When you choose Plascon, you choose strong and get your share of 10 million Rand in guaranteed rewards. Spend a minimum of 1,500 Rand on any Plascon products and claim your share. Plus, you'll be placed in the daily draw for the chance to win a 1,000 Rand grocery voucher and the fortnight draw for the chance to win one of 7 inverters worth 10,000 Rand. Competition ends 30 September. T's and C's apply. Details at pluscon.com.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
This bloody league is tough. Something that you end up switching off the TV, clear my goalkeeper, and the linesman gives a goal.
It is SAFA's Referees Committee Chairperson, that's Victor Gomes here in studio.
Specific one, I can tell you that it was sanctioned for 16 weeks.
And the severity of it is based on what?
Does it affect the outcome of the game?
Which it did, yeah.
Exactly. So this one touched all the boxes. The referees have been afforded an opportunity to work with a technical instructor, and where it involves a physical instructor, there will be a physical instructor. We like to compare it to players. When a player scores an own goal, when a player, and I always joke, I always say that every time a player goes to score a goal, he doesn't score a goal, it means he's not doing his job. You don't see the player getting fired straight away or whatever.
Hashtag MSW. Hashtag MSW.
Good evening, Robert, and good evening to Coach Sead. Robert, after watching TS Galaxy on Sunday against Kaizer Chiefs, and how they played very well. You know, for a team that has lost a lot of great players, one would think that they'd be left thin in a couple of areas, but they were totally dominant. And I think it's testament to Coach Sead and his team and how quietly they go about their business without anyone noticing what great work they're doing. I just want to find out from the coach, what is his a target for the next 5 games? How many points would he like to collect? Thanks, Robert. This is Sakile in Johannesburg.
Sakile, thank you so much. Great observation. We'll find out from the coach.
Good evening, Mr. Marawa and the shareholders of the show, and to the coach in studio. Let me first congratulate the coach for their victory against Chiefs this past weekend. And I just want to find out from the coach what he told his players before the Chiefs clash, and if he has found a perfect replacement for Batus Obas, who has recently joined Sundowns, because I believe he was instrumental in the team. Thanks, Mr. Marawa. And then here.
Then thank you so much indeed. Obas, a replacement. We'll find out as well from the coach. We're making some frantic notes here.
Hi, Robert. It's winners and shareholders. Hi. I just want to give a special shout out to a TS Galaxy coach, Robert, an absolute mastermind. That guy is a mastermind. These are the type of coaches that add value to our league. These are the kind of coaches that we need and we appreciate. Because if you look at the TS Galaxy side, they lost Umsimang, centre back. They lost to goalkeeper Teles. They lost Obas. But this coach still comes up with great results for TS Galaxy. So well done to him. These are the type of coaches who come from Europe and add value to our league. So well done to him. Great show as usual. Thank you.
Wednesday, thank you so much indeed.
Mr. Rob, good evening. Good evening to Mr. Ramovic. I really admire his work. This guy has been amazing since arriving in South Africa. He's been doing wonders, beautiful football, and he is a no-nonsense coach. That is what I like about him. I think that is a kind of coach we need in Naturena. We need him. We need those personalities, those coaches who are going to say, guys, you know what? You are here to work. You must work. You are getting paid at the end of every month. So put in more effort. I like that guy.
I like that guy. You know what? He's listening to every word. We're making the notes that we can. Plenty of you sending your voice notes. Keep them coming.
Bob Marawa, Elshonil, and Elshonil to the coach too, and to all the shareholders of Marawa Sports Worldwide. Bob Marawa, I would like to know something. Vuyo, they've kept Vuyo for a long time, and he's not playing. He's not getting game time. What's happening with Mere? We all know Vuyo is a good player, but why is he being kept? And if you don't want to use him, why don't you let him go? And Paka is playing very well. Thumbs up to the coach. Yeah, but I'm concerned about Vuyo.
Concerned about Vuyo? Coach has got the answer.
Good evening, Rob and Coach Sead Ramovic. Rob, I believe it takes a very experienced and a knowledgeable coach to rebuild a competitive team like the coach has done with TS Galaxy, having lost some of the key players in this transfer season. And my question to the coach, what are some of the work that has undergone to rebuild the team, and also the role that you have given to Umlungisi Umbunjana? Because for me, he has become one of the most exceptional players this season for TX Galaxy. I know it's 3 games in the season, but for me, I think he's showing a great signs, and it's no surprise that we're seeing him in the Bafana squad. I just want to get your views around that. Thank you so much.
Debza, thank you very much indeed. Mbunjana.
Hi Robert, it's A.B. Moloi from Naturena. By the looks of the performance of TX Galaxy, you can see the professionalism and the discipline that the coach has instilled to the players, hence their performance and, winning games. I think the last season the coach was trying to find the feet, and now you can see even after losing key most players on his team, that he managed to be on top of the log by winning games. Thank you very much.
Hi Rob, this is Sakile from Umlazi. Hey Robert, coach ungenzele ezinye izinto Rob. This coach, I want to say congratulations to him and to his team. He's playing a very good football and attacking football. This is the coach Robert we need here. Yeah, this coach, I am telling you, is going to do a lot for CS Galaxy. And the team Sugazi, he knows this thing. He hasn't there with him. I got one Robert. Thanks.
Thank you very much. An explosion of WhatsApp voice notes. Coach, I'm going to ask you to be as brief as possible on every note that's made. We've only got 9 minutes left of the show. So the first one was, what is your target for the next 5 games?
Target is, like I always say it, our target is to be in the top 8 spot. It will be a huge success for us, because then we step every season higher and higher. And then after that, if we reach, with God's will, top 8 spot, and it will be again step up, and this is the goal. What it is.
Have you found a replacement for Bachus Obas?
Obas is a fantastic player, and he is a great one. It's not easy to replace him, but like I always say it, we have a 24 squad that everyone improved. Now I would also like to say a fantastic job until I came is Science and Locker. that no one talks so much about him. So I would also like to give him a huge credit what he did for this club until now. He played very good the last season. He played now also fantastic until now. Parker, great also. Mlu, of course. Bobo, Spive. So I can go further and further and further. But all in all, I think Sanoka, no one talks so much about him, but he is a very, very key player for us.
Mlungisi Mbunja, and I know that Debocha was asking about him. Now that we're talking about players, I mean, he has a guy who's, 32 years old. Leaves nothing. On the weekend, you walked away with a yellow card and a victory. And so much more.
Mlu is just a role model in every stage until I'm here, or we work now for almost 2 years together. He is in every training. I cannot remember one training. He's always on the top. A really top guy, top professional, that every coach would just be happy to have a player like him in their squad. But not only him, like I said, also Sanoka, Parker, also high class. It's just unbelievable what for luck I have to still have a player like him in the squad. A really big legend in South Africa and a huge, like a professional guy.
All right. As we're chatting about Obas, you handed me over your phone. And I know that everyone that's watching on YouTube is asking, what was Coach showing you on the phone? I'll read it because it's a message that came through from Obas himself. He says, congratulations with 3 points, Coach. And I want to thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Most of the tactics that you told me and you taught me, sometimes Coach Rulani talks about, he says, I am glad to have met you in my career, Coach. You've helped me to be who I am today. I really appreciate it. And thanks once again for always pushing me for the right things, Coach. He says there's a lot of things that I learned from you, and those kind of things helps me a lot in my career, and those things, they will help me in the future. May the man above continue to bless you with what your heart desires, Coach. He says you're such a humble human being. I remember at Turkey, you told me to do my best, then the man above will do the rest. He says, I love you, Coach. Sead, the one thing that you told me that I'll never forget is that I must do my best, then money will come. God bless you, Coach.
You know, I asked him.
From here.
I asked him before if it's okay if I can show, because this message touched me very, very nice, because it's a warm-hearted message from his heart. He's a very nice, beautiful guy inside. He has a big heart for everyone. But I asked him if this will be okay if I come to your show, that I can give it to you so you can read it. And he said, absolute, because it's the absolute truth. Yeah. And I'm happy about it, because this also gives me a lot of energy to do still, to continue the way and to help others to improve and be 24 hours for the players.
All right, can't keep up, Coach, because social media, Twitter is also going absolutely crazy. Spinjo says that there's only a handful of coaches that can analyze and read the game like Coach Ramovic in the PSL. He knows the story, and I wish him all the best of luck for the season. If our league can have coaches like him, we can be one of the best leagues in the world. And Mo Malambola Madita says, I am so glad that the coach touched on the lack of quality as far as analysis on TV is concerned. To fully professionalize the game, we really need to dig deep into the education in all our spheres. Robin Duke, I can see you listening. He says, what did Coach Sead Ramovic say about a certain member? Zwilem van, I can't say anymore. There was a whole lot here. Even Tapua Kapini is part of the conversation. Good to see you there, Tapua. Speaking of TS Galaxy, this is from Shigaga. He says, does this mean that Umdagetu Lapo Team Sugazi started a team together with the ladies team, thus overtaking? Says, great genius indeed. Okay, wanting to know about something completely different. Ulwa Zimbata says, greetings, and Coach Ramovic, congratulations on the win against the mighty Amakosi this past weekend. My question to the coach is, what does it take? What's his take on Ulindogu Mbata, and why didn't his contract extension be announced? And is he going to be part of his plans for next season, or this season, I suppose? I mean,
let's talk what is happening now. And right now, Mbata, Lindo, how we call him, it's just amazing.
Yeah.
But we also have to see, we have Paka, okay? We have Buzo. We have Mbata, right? We have Vuyo. All of them are what? Top fit, right? When you watch them in the game, he is like running, and he's fit. He is not injured, nothing. And this also talks to my staff, to the coaching staff. So it means we do a great job. And I would also like to thank you a lot to our chairman, Tim Sukazi, because he gave me actually the opportunity that no one believed, or actually no one had the guts to say, I want to a guy that no one knows from here, and I want to bring a guy that can maybe change and help my team to improve. And I'm really happy that we did all together, because I can't do anything alone. So I also need everybody in the club, from the chairman until to the kidman, analyst,
you all want to be a part of it.
Everyone.
Sorry,
exactly.
I'm cutting in. I need to know what's happening with Vuyo Mere.
Vuyo Mere is a fantastic leader.
Yeah.
He had few games he played against Sundowns when he came in, so he will get his time. But right now, again, we have a 24 squad. He is in the squad. He's always in the first 18, and it also talks to his quality, because he's 39. But we also know we have to give the youngest also slowly, because Vuyo will not get younger, he will get older. But right now, the present now, we are absolutely happy to have a player and a person like Vuyo in our squad, because he's just amazing.
Futhi Ngala also on Twitter says that the coach is stressing the issue of lifestyle. He says, according to him, what constitutes a good lifestyle, and how does he monitor his players?
Lifestyle, if you stay up late until 3 o'clock in the morning, if you eat fast food, if you go gambling, if you go in the clubs, is this a good lifestyle or not? As a professional, you have to change your lifestyle. Why? Because you are practicing the negative things. So if you are every night out, you are practicing the negative things. And then after a while, it will become a habit. So it means you have to practicing the good things, what will help you to improve and make your goal come true.
Here's a crazy question. This is not from Twitter.
Okay.
This is from me.
Okay.
Are you ready to be lost to Tears Galaxy if somebody else comes and approaches you?
Like I always say, I can't change the past, right? And I cannot change, because I don't know what will happen in the future. But we, all of us, sometimes we forgot to enjoy the present.
Yeah.
And I want to enjoy the present, because it's just amazing, beautiful to be the head coach for this beautiful squad players that we have. I just enjoy to work with these players that I have in the squad, and also for this beautiful club. Right now, I'm happy to be the coach for this great club, TS Galaxy, and I will do everything in my hands that I push that we have to reach our goal. After that, God knows our plans.
So you're saying you're happy where you're. Quickly, it's match day 30 today. The league is about to finish. What position is TS Galaxy in?
Hopefully, inshallah, with God's will, top 8 spot.
Give me a number.
Top 8 spot. No. So
give me one number. Give me one number. Coach, your life depends on this. It's exactly 7 o'clock. We've got to go. Give me a number.
Let's say like this. So higher we come, we will be more happier.
Give me a number.
Because you will put my players under pressure.
No. They need to be under pressure every day. Give me a number. Give me a number, Coach. Give me a number.
Top 8 spot.
Give me a number.
No, top 8 spot.
No, that's gambling. You said we shouldn't gamble. Give me a number.
Top 8 spot.
Give me a number, Coach.
Whatever
Bye-bye.
it will be great.
Bye-bye, Coach. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
It's been great, man. Sead Ramovic.
Marawa Sports Worldwide Live.
In 3, 2, 1.
On 947, Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live. #MSW.